Let me just say this, that the moment your baby hits 6 months, everything changes. This minute your baby is chilling, and the next minute they're crawling and they're grabbing everything. And it's always that one thing that they're not supposed to touch. I mean, like, how would a remote control be more exciting than the toy I got you? This stage is cute, but I tell you, very chaotic. And I wasn't prepared for it. So hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth, and this is Raising Kids in Real Time, Unfiltered. So in my last video, I spoke about the 6 to 9 month stage. And so today I'm going to continue with the 6 month stage, but I'm going to extend it now to the 12 month stage as well. So I'm talking about the 6 to 12 month stage. So this stage, like I said, your baby is growing really fast. Your baby is becoming more curious and active. And then suddenly your whole house is not ready. Everything becomes interesting, not for you, but for your baby. Everything becomes interesting. Your floors, your shoes, your cables, your cabinets in the kitchen, your cooking pans, your spatulas, your cutleries, everything becomes really, really interesting. I remember at this stage, my children used to go to the kitchen, just open the cabinet and then start bringing out every cooking pan that I had. They bring it out, and then sometimes even the spatula, the cutleries, they're bringing them to the living room, and everywhere is messy. And then the TV stand is another thing. Now they become the landlord and the landlady of your sitting room. You can no longer watch TV because not only that, the baby channel is on and you cannot watch any other channel, but also that you can't even see the baby channel that you are watching with your baby because the baby is standing in front of the TV and wants to touch every picture. Everything they see in the picture, they want to touch. So this is a stage your baby is sharing your television with you because one, they're not letting you have the remote. It's either it's in their mouth or they're throwing it somewhere that you cannot find. I have a friend who was complaining when her baby was at this stage that they were looking for the remote for months. They couldn't find the remote because they didn't know where the child threw it. They didn't know where she put the remote. So this is the stage you need to keep your remote in a safe place, or else it's gonna go missing because the owner of the TV has taken the remote and put it where they want it to be. So that is another thing. And honestly, your house doesn't just become tidy anymore. It doesn't become tidy anymore. This minute you clean and the next minute you turn around, there's something on the floor. So what do? You know what? I just accepted that I was in a season where my house, not everything has to be perfect. So that is what you should do. Just know that this season that you're in, not everything has to be perfect. You know, you don't have to leave, you're fine. You have to tidy up the things from the floor because you don't want people tripping and falling over, because of the toys on the floor. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's when also I was like, wow, okay, now this is real. My baby is no longer the newborn. Now my baby is no longer the newborn. Now my baby is becoming their own little person. Your baby is becoming his or her own little person. And so you start to see personality too. You see, you start to notice what makes them laugh. You start to notice what they enjoy. And you start to see what they don't like and what they like. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about, the next point, is safety. Oh, honestly, this part stressed me the most, because once they start moving, everything in your house becomes dangerous. Your cables, sharp corners, plugs, wires, everything becomes dangerous at this stage in your house. And this stage is where they stand and fall. They try to stand and then they fall, and then they are grabbing everything. They're picking up things from the floor and putting in their mouth. I remember at this stage with my daughter, she always used to pick things from the floor, things that you can't even see. You would think you've hoovered the carpet, but the next minute you see her picking things from the floor, and the thing is so tiny that you can't even see it, but she puts it in her mouth. And then I find myself at this stage always screaming, "What are you putting in your mouth? What have you put in your mouth? Oh my God, what is that? What do you..." And then you see me trying to force the mouth open just to get out the thing from the mouth, or you can't even find what it is because it's so tiny that you don't even know what it is. So this is a stage you have to be very careful. You have to always keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on your child. So what did I do at this stage? I started to move things out of reach. Things I know, medication, things like medication, things like sharp objects, like combs, like, everything I know can hurt this baby. I started to put them out of reach. The cables, even your shoes, because at this stage, they put the shoes that you've been out with in their mouth. So I started taking everything out, keeping everything out of reach. I started moving everything. And also, I became more intentional about space. And so I learned also, again, not to panic over little bumps and falls, because like I said, this is the stage they try to stand and they fall. So at this stage, I tried not to worry about little bumps or fall. So if you're watching me or you're in this stage with your child, please do not forget to share your experience in the comment section. And if you're new and you're seeing me for the first time, please do not forget to like, to subscribe, and to share with other moms like you so they can also learn from our own experience. Yeah, so those were the things I started to notice, and the things I did. I put things out of reach. I was more intentional about space, and I always thought ahead. I started thinking ahead. I know that my child is going to go there, so quickly I'll go get the thing out of there. Whatever I know would be very attractive to them, I would just quickly go there and take it out. So I became very, very careful at this stage, and I was always thinking ahead, like I said. So this is the time that you should think ahead. You wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do is look around you where your baby will be crawling throughout the day, and just take things out. Things that would harm them, things like your cables, like I said, especially your chargers, because it's very dangerous for your child to put the charger in their mouth. Your chargers, ensure that they are out of reach. Medications, ensure that they are out of reach. And if you have pets in your home, ensure that the pet food is out of reach. Because this stage is the curiosity stage. It's where they want to touch and try and eat everything they come across. So let me know your experience at this stage. I just want to remind you that this stage is curious, messy, and active. So you have to be proactive. And I must be very honest with you, this stage stressed me out, honestly. But one thing you need to know is that this is the stage your baby really starts to shine. Your baby starts to shine at this stage. So, again, embrace every moment. Embrace every little moment that you have. So again, embrace every moment. Cherish every moment. Because this stage will not come again. You won't have this stage again because they're growing and they're going to grow past it. They're going to grow past the stage. Yeah? And also again, like I always do, or I always say before I leave, you are doing better than you think. Do not stress. Even if the stage is stressful, try not to be too stressed out. You are doing better than you think. So thank you again, guys, for today. Please do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, and do not forget to share with other moms. And also leave your comments in the comment section. I want to hear your experience. Let's talk. Let's talk. This is a space for open and honest conversation. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.